Hi everyone, I hope you are all well. I am back again for day number 81 and I don't know what to do today. I'll tell you why. I'm a little bit tired because Lulu did her exam today and I did not sleep for worry. So she had a bit of a panic attack last night. I mean the girl knew it. She knew her stuff. I don't know what she was in such a spin about. I think she was in a, she was concerned about, she was really concerned about what they might ask and if she couldn't answer. Because as I mentioned, it was like a presentation. So she had to stand there and present this whole thing to them. And then they could ask questions and that sort of thing. And so anyway, and then her friend had sent her, who had already done it, had sent her a message and it really got her going. And so I'm just going to start and not tell you what I'm doing. And so, yeah, she was in tears last night and I'm like, oh my gosh, Lulu, you know it. Don't worry about it. So anyway, it all went really well. I've lost my tear ruler. I've just tidied up my mess from yesterday. That's why I'm a bit slow getting started with my video. And can you guys see my tear ruler anywhere? I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Found it. It was blending in with my frosted glass table. Yeah, so anyway, she did a really good job. And I was like shaking, trying to hide it from her, of course. And I waited outside because she was the first one. So, and it was only like half an hour or 40 minutes or something. So I just waited for her, and she did really well. Her prof, they clapped after she'd finished, and her prof came out and said to me, she did an amazing job. So they were really pleased because, you know, she did Australia, and I guess having an Australian mum is an advantage because maybe there were a few little things that I could tell her, you know, things that she could research and stuff that maybe an Italian might not have thought about. So they were really interested in how she connected all the different, like what she chose to connect to the different things that they'd worked on during the year, and they really enjoyed it. So, and she remembered everything. So she did really well, and she did really well in her written exams. They already gave her the results for those, and so then she just has to wait for their final result, which they decide, taking into consideration the whole, you know, her whole time at school. So I think she's probably going to do pretty well. So she's very happy today. She's gone off to the swimming pool with her friends, and her dad has gone as well because he's still on his long weekend. And I thought I better get, I didn't go because I need to do my video, which is just perfectly fine with me. Now, what I did yesterday, I want to make some of these, and they're probably all going to be Medieval Mirage, different ones, and I'm going to make little mini sort of journals with them. Now, I'll link the video below where I made these the first time that shows you exactly how to achieve this, which is not looking like anything special yet, but we'll make it look pretty. So I've already done these in my 100-day, I was going to say my 80-day challenge. And so I'm just going to decorate the covers with no idea. I'm thinking I might use this lovely image and some old letter behind, but I feel like it might need a bit more. I really don't know. I'll tell you what else I had to tell you was, oh, now they're not in their packet. Oh, that's where they were. I lost them. They're not in their packet, but I think I know what collection they are. I left those out. I couldn't find them. I thought, I thought I had packets for those and I couldn't find them. There they are. So I'll just put those over here. They need to be put away. Oh, I didn't sleep last night. I only slept about 2 hours. So I sort of stayed in bed, but I was worrying about Lulu, as you do. So I'm just grabbing a few bits and pieces here. So yeah, so I didn't sleep, and so today I don't know how well I'm going to function, but we'll give it a whirl. I mean, something is better than nothing, I would expect. I'm just going to give this a little cut. Just cut it randomly. I'm just going to see if I want to put it somewhere. I figure I've got more. I can cut another piece if I'm not happy with that piece. And I was just wondering if I might like to... Oh, I really like these kits. I must tell you, this is this one is from... I know I haven't printed everything out yet, so I'll just show you a few things that I printed. This is Floral Maidens Volume 2 add-on. Okay, I'll link it below. I haven't printed it all out, but it's really pretty. Lots of pretty things. And the thing I like about these kits is I sort of feel like, look at the beautiful florals. They're just stunning. Am I even recording? I don't even know what I'm doing today. You're going to have to put up with me. So what I like about these kits is it is medieval, but you can, I don't think that they're, you know, these are turning out, I've got them all in a tray. I don't think they're turning out to, I don't remember which ones I made on screen and off screen. I don't think they're turning out to, like, you know, dark or medieval or anything like that. If, you know, some people associate the medieval times with that sort of thing. So I made lots of them. Oh, that one's not. There's a little one there. So I mean, these are extra ones that I had made originally that I had never shown anyone to do things with. Love that. So look at these gorgeous ones with frames around them. Oh, and then we're down to the ones I did. And then I did some extras after I turned the camera off. Oh, there's some more. There's too many. I like this. I do like this. Maybe I'd like to put a bit of colour. I might like to put a bit of colour. So I've got this other one, Eclectic Essence. And I haven't printed all of this one out either. But this one is new. This is like, I need to print out more, but I just couldn't wait to get my hands on them. So look at these pages. And these are for like collaging or using them as pages in your journal or that sort of thing. And they are really, really gorgeous. I just couldn't wait to print out a few of these. They just really get me wanting to create. So I'm doing for a third day in the row Medieval Mirage because I just couldn't wait to play. I'm sorry, and I haven't touched it for quite a while, and I just felt the need to have a play with these luscious things. I mean, they are just gorgeous. Love them. So I'll link that one down below as well. Oh, what am I putting it away for? I wanted to use some. So I'm mixing the kits, so all the kits intercoordinate too, which is fabulous. So I'm just going to find one that I might like to tear a little piece off. Possibly this one. I do like the blues. This kind of blue is like one of my favorites. Just gorgeous. I even like that one. That one. I don't know if you can see. I can't fit on my table as usual, and I haven't even started. I still don't fit on the table. Oh, it's just, I love all of this. It's just so pretty. Anyway, I think I might use that one. I'm going to stick some of that one somewhere. And let's have a little look. Oh, and then in another one, there's words. I wanted to use words. I didn't see in these new ones yet if there are any words. There might, I think there are, but I haven't printed them out yet. So we'll use the words from another one. And I'm just going to willy-nilly. I printed all of these latest printouts all on presentation paper 120 GSM. And somewhere, I probably would, let's just take this off. I probably would slip it under her. Oh yeah, I like that layering. And then now I'm feeling like it still needs something else, because it always needs something else, doesn't it? Oh, I'm going to fall off my chair. My pillow's only half attached because it's broken. And of course, me being a sewer, I don't like doing those things. Any sort of boring sewing, I'm not interested in it. Like I've told you before with the buttons, it take me about a year to sew a button onto a pair of pants for my poor hubby. He's used to it by now. I wonder what this might look like. It might be too new. I do like it though. That was from Sue from Paper Inspiration. She sent me all these yummy fabrics. And I'm looking for, now I've moved all my fabrics over to a little drawer I've got over here because they were really, I really couldn't even fit on my table yesterday. I mean, this is antique. Lots of you have asked me about it. Once it's gone, it's gone. I don't have any more. So I might have some other type, but this is antique. So, and I think that's going to slip under there for a bit of texture. Oh, I'm really excited about this. I am so excited. And you know, if you're not using these kits, of course, I mean, these projects can all be adapted with what you have. I will say one thing, and then I won't harp on anymore. If you do decide to go and get some Medieval Mirage kits, first of all, you won't be disappointed, and you'll be printing for quite a while because they're huge. They've got lots. I mean, they're a little bit more expensive than some others, but they have that many pages. And you'll be cutting. You'll need a Lulu to help you cut because there's a lot of cutting. And what else did I want to say? One other thing. Oh yeah, when you make a purchase, make sure you read at the beginning because Jaff, who is Medieval Mirage's designer, she actually has some discount codes for 2 or more kits. So, and they, you know, as you know, on Etsy, discount codes cannot be applied once you've made the purchase. So you need to do it. But you know, we all have to pay taxes and Etsy fees and all that. It all becomes complicated if you make a boo-boo and not do it straight away. That's all I want to say. Okay, so this is looking really yummy to me. And I am going to, what am I going to do? First of all, normally I would stitch my little lady onto the background, but I'm not going to because I've got this here as well in between the layers. I mean, I could. Let me think. No, but then I'd have to get glue under there. It all becomes complex. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend. I'm going to stitch around her, and then when she's glued down, it's going to look like she was stitched on. Oh, and I've got zigzag. I don't want zigzag today. Oh, I did a no-no. But it wasn't in the paper yet. I flicked it over to straight stitch from zigzag with the needle down, which you don't do. It would have ripped my paper if it had been down in the paper, because when you switch it from zigzag to straight or vice versa, the needle moves, it shifts. It shifts offside or into the center, depending which way, which type. So yes, you might get a bit of dribble coming from me today, in the sense, you know, not the real dribble sense of the word, the other dribble sense of the word, because of the lack of sleep. Now, we've got to think about our layering. What goes down first? First of all, I want to say, I think I want this one down here, beneath it all. So I'm going to just, if you're worried about forgetting how you're going to lay it out, just do this. That's how you do it. Just slide it across. I'm going to grab this glue. I'm not going to use my, no, I'm not going to use my PVA. This glue is fabulous for gluing down, oh, getting big chunks of it, for gluing down stuff. I mean, I didn't mean stuff, I meant, you know what I meant, fabrics. Told you it was going to be a disaster. So then the next one is this one. So this one I'm going to put the glue onto the paper because I can. So with this little project that I'm doing, it is a design team project, but I do feel that these papers, as I've said before, can be mixed in with other collections from other, or from JARP or from other designers. For example, I feel like Manu Designs would be beautiful with these. And I mean, like if you were collaging or and then this needs to go down. If you were collaging or what else? Or for pages inside. So, but what I will do with this project is I'll probably prepare my pages not on camera, but then maybe we'll decorate the pages together. How about that? Because otherwise it'll be like, might be overkill for you, might be too much. I really do like this. And I think I'll have that. Just let me see if I would like that going over. I think I like it over, even though I'm kind of covering up the butterfly a little bit. Do I want the scraggly bit over? That might even be better, the scraggly bit, but that will be annoying to glue down. Anyway, I'll glue her down. Now, I am going to use PVA for this, just to be sure. No reason. There's really no reason to my madness. I just do it. So, here we go. Oh, what a relief. I feel so relieved for Lulu. She's really happy today. She dared to say to me, like, I took her out. We went to the supermarket, and it's like a little shopping centre sort of thing. And she needed some new swimsuits, so I got her a present, and she got an AC/DC pink. Really pretty pink. It's got shades of pink. It's not all one, like it's not a solid pink t-shirt. She got and it's got got AC/DC written on it. And we love AC/DC. Who doesn't? Well, some people don't. They're pretty heavy rock, but I actually, in my older age, I mean, I used to like them when I was younger, but I like when, especially because my older brother would listen to them all the time. Here I'm going to smush my PVA glue around, just to be sure, because this is the outside. I love it. Isn't she pretty? So yes, so when I was younger, I did like AC/DC, but I think I've grown to like them more and appreciate them more in my older age, going towards 50. So, yeah, and they're very popular over here in Italy. Very popular. They came and did one of their last, I think they've done their last concerts, haven't they? They came and did, and our friend's brother went. We were so jealous. I would love to go and see them in concert. Anyway, oh, I put all the, why did I put glue down there? Goose. Just take it off. It's okay. Yes, so Lulu really likes them. She said I'm putting the fluffy side on this side. She remembers when she was little, her dad loves playing them with the guitar, and so I wonder if I want to trim those a little bit. Do I want to trim those a little bit? I think I might. Her dad used to play them. He actually, even now, he plays them quite a lot on his guitar. He's very good at it, and he loves that sort of music. Well, he likes a lot of music, Queen and all that sort of stuff. I'm just babbling on. I mean, seriously. Anyway, Lulu said that she remembers when she used to love it when her dad, when she was little, like 5, when her dad played. No wonder she doesn't like Italian music. She loved it when her dad played AC/DC. She used to dance on the bed. When she was really little, like 3 or 4, you know what her favourite group was? Red Hot Chili Peppers. She loved them. She used to go bananas when she'd hear their song, any of their songs. And you could ask her, who's that? And she'd tell you, Red Hot Chili Peppers. She knew all their songs. That's her dad's influence. That's not mine. I mean, I don't mind them, but they weren't my favourites. Oh, I might wait till I glue that down because I haven't decided on the back yet. Oh, well, I didn't get very far, did I? I haven't decided the back. Okay, I just love this. This is gorgeous. It's just all gorgeous. And now, down here I have my folders. I love these folders. Do you know, when I went to the supermarket with Lulu today, I went to get some more because I had these new kits. And I like the clear ones, obviously, because it's easier to see inside, even though I've written there. But I could only get coloured ones, bright pink, bright blue. So I'll just have to cope with it, won't I? Now, where did I see the words? I saw words in one of these kits. I saw the words. I did. I saw them. I did see them. When did I see them? Yesterday. So it's in here somewhere. Maybe in the missives. No, it's not in this one. I don't think. No, it's not in that. It's got lots of papers, that one. I'm not even showing. I think it might have been this one. Could be. Could be. Please let it be in here. Otherwise, we'll be without words. We will be without words. I think we are going to be without words. No words for us. Because I can't remember. Oh, maybe I put them away. I did put a few away. See, this is not being cut yet. Oh, this is the one that Lulu's in the midst of cutting. I told her, I've got some more, Lulu. You've got more cutting to do. Anyway, she got a very nice present today. She nearly fell over when... well, there's this... Oh, there the words are. Found them. They're right in front of me. Here they are. even though they're not from the same kit, I figure there must be something here that could adapt, and I might not they might not be the right size. Who knows? Oh, it's all about flowers. Beauty. What about Beauty? She nearly fell on the floor because there's this one shop here called Calcedonia, and they have quite nice swimsuits there, and they're quite a good price. So normally we buy her swimsuits there because they're good quality. I have to be very careful because sometimes the swimsuits for the young girls are a little bit hoochie mama, and I don't like her wearing anything too hoochie mama. And she fancies herself in you know, certain things, and I'm like, well, do you want men looking at you in a certain way? And she says, nope, you're right, I won't buy that. I'm like, good, I think I like that, but I think I would like it on something, of course. Maybe I'm overcrowding the front of it. Yes, so she then, when she thinks of it that way, she realizes that anything hoochie mama is not good for little girls. Even though she's not that little anymore, she's as tall as I am. So I might like this little piece under it. I'm just going to trim it. This is like my favorite, and this is, I think, probably about what's left of it. This beautiful antique hemp. I do have favorites. Oh gosh, the lady out, the one that lives in the apartment in front of us, she's sounding like an old fishwife. She's screaming at her cats. Sorry, isn't that mean? But she does. Screaming at her cats. It's like, oh my God, you probably can even hear her. She's actually lovely, but she's really going on. Obviously the cat's not a good listener. I heard the door slam, so it's probably all sorted now. I'm going to stitch around this. I was thinking I normally would put a bit of glue, but I'm not going to do that today. I think I'm on the waffle wagon. Waffling on. Waffle. Okay. So yesterday my video uploaded very late because I uploaded it. It got stuck when it was, you know, it does the processing, and then I don't know what it's called in English. It's called elaborazione in Italian. When it's it uploads and then processes or whatever. I don't know. Mine's in it's set in Italian. I love that. Or was I going to put it up there? Let me see. Let me just fold that over. No, I think I like it down there. I do like it down there, and I'm going to use my PVA for that because I want that to be, you know, it's the top layer, so I don't want it to be knocked about. Oh, and the other thing is normally I go out and I spray. I'll show you what I've got. Jaff asked me once what was it, because she uses those sorts of things. I don't know if it's available in anywhere else, but I bought it on Amazon in Italy, and I'll just show you. And I'm not affiliated with Amazon, just so you know, but it's one of the few places that I can really get things here quite often at a decent price, and you know, like quite often not paying any shipping because Amazon Prime. Oh no, it's not here. Oh, it's all the way over there. Oh, I'll write it down in the description box what it is. It's a matte acrylic spray. Yes, a matte acrylic spray that for artists, like for artists that they want to spray their work once they've done their painting. I'm just wondering if I'd like a little butterfly, or is that overkill? I think it's overkill. But we could have a pale butterfly. Let's just cut one out and test it. I might not get very far today, I warn you. I do warn you. But I will work on these a little bit off screen as well, I think. That way we'll move along at a fairly even pace. And possibly tomorrow I'll do something else, you know, with some other papers, just so we don't sort of do the same thing every day. And then I'll come back to it maybe, you know, Monday or the day after, so we can keep on keeping on, unless I get lots of comments in the comment box saying please continue on tomorrow. We'll see what the majority rules. No, it's too much. I thought so, but you know, just had to check. So I've got a little box here. that I can put things in. So that's the front. I really do like that. So I'm going to, I mean, I could actually, even if I wanted to, because this is not stitched down yet. If you remember this project's one of my favorites, I think. And you all thought I was a mad woman when I was doing it until you saw the end. Look at that mark there. Now that's going to have a pocket. You won't be able to see that. This, I mean, this is just a very old pillow. I think it's cotton, very old cotton pillowcase, but it has a lovely colour to it. See, this is not stitched down yet, so which is the good thing, because you can stitch around anything that you want to. But isn't that just lovely and romantic and pretty? So, but I like to look at it like this, so that way I can see what I'm doing. And I'm not stitching it down until I put all my inside pockety things in as well. So what would I like to do here? Now, to do that, we need to have some kits in front of us. Or, where's my basket gone? Where have you gone? It's disappeared. My basket full of all those goodies I made. Oh, there it is. Go into panic and then you can't see for looking. Okay, so that belonged to the other one over there. I'll put that over there. I've got more things in here from the same as the lady on the front. So as I said, I didn't print everything out, but I don't think I would like to have a lady on the back. I would prefer to have something possibly floral. Aren't these beautiful? These are to die for. Jaff, if you're watching, this as a whole, I mean, it could be there, I just haven't looked yet, and I'm a bit delirious today, but as a whole page of that would be heaven. Any of these would be lovely on the back. Love that one. Love that one. These are great, I think, also for doing the layering and also the things with the fabrics. I do enjoy those. When I first, as I told you, when I first saw these kits, I was like, what am I going to do with that? Oh, they're just to die for. I just love them. Let me flip her over and see what she looks like. What colours does she have? So any of these would work. So even this kind of one, but I think I like that too. That's it. Those are envelopes. I wanted to do something with those, so have a little play with those. I mean, they would stay pretty much. That's lovely. They would stay pretty much as they are, but I would like to do a little bit of embellishing on them. Or the other option would be something like that on the back. Or I was thinking, actually, I think one of these. These are really getting me going, these ones. Love them. Absolutely love them. And I think this one. I'm going to cut this one out. And I've really literally only, as I'll say it 100 million times, printed out a tiny portion of the kit. A couple of pages that I thought I might like to use today. So I will get printing. I like to do my printing in the morning when I get up. So I'll get that going tomorrow. Actually, I think there were bigger versions of these. There were, and I didn't print them out, and I should have, because I would probably even like it even a little bit bigger. However, we shall work something out. Okay, so it's nice and easy to cut. Got a little bit there. Okay, so I just think that's just gorgeous. And to be honest, if it were just me, I would have these all probably mixed up and not worry about it. But I like to keep them separated for you guys, so you know. Otherwise it would take me, I mean, it literally would take me half a day to figure out what was I using. Okay, that's really, really, And so that's going to go here. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. And what am I going to put behind it? I could have a bit of letter. I could have like a tiny strip of letter. Maybe I would use this portion of the letter so it feels different to the front and not have it right behind. And I am hand tearing because I want to hand tear. I don't always want to use my tear ruler because I do like the randomness of the hand tearing, and I think those colours are just it. And that's going to go there like that, so that's perfect. And I don't think I want that to go there, and it just needs something else. It does, because you know it always needs something else. I don't think any of these will do, so I don't know why I'm looking here, although this could be but it's too big. No, that won't work. So I'm going to go over here to the papers, and I could have, I'm going to tear some of this, which I absolutely love. I'd go bananas if I had a fabric like this. There you go, Jaff. You could, not that you don't have enough to do, you could start designing fabrics. Whew, I'd be buying those. I don't think you need anything more on your plate. Now I am liking these. I feel like I also need a little bit of textiles. Just going to take that white off. Okay, and we're just going to find a bit of textile to go there, and we are set. So that's a cover done. Now, where is my, I always ask you like you should know. There it is, my little pit, and I know I've got more of this somewhere. This is, you know, I don't tea dye very often, as you know. I did it in the very early days. I mean, some of my new subscribers might not know that I'm not an expert at doing this, you know. I only started really, I think I sold my first journals sometime last year. I can't remember exactly what month, maybe March or April. Maybe I sold one or two, but they were very, they were still my style, but they were much more nude than what they are now. I've got it. Much more nude than what they are now, because I actually never thought I would. I just came across the journaling sort of towards the end of the year before. So what would that be? 2017, probably towards the end of the year. I started seeing a few videos, and I was just a little bit curious about it. And as most of us, I think, that don't come from a scrapbooking background, and we've just discovered these journals. Now, I don't really want, I mean, I am using a bit of recycled stuff, but I'm recycling fabrics and book pages and magazine pages, but not everything that goes in is junk. So I don't know whether I'm allowed to call them junk journals. I mean, they look junky a bit, but they're not made with all junk, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I've lost my point. Oh yeah, no. What was I going to say? I'm sure you ladies can tell me what I was going to say. I've had total mental blank. Total, it's gone. Anyway, well, I was saying I'm not an expert sort of thing. I've only been doing this for really, I started my YouTube in mid-April last year, and I really was a newbie, and I was terrified of collaging, and didn't know how to do it. And then I just thought, well, I kind of like I sew my fabrics, I kind of collage my fabrics, so why isn't paper the same as fabric? And why would you wipe your finger on your mat? I don't know. You've got a wet one. So yes, so I'm fairly new to this, but I do enjoy it because I get to combine fabric and paper, and there's lots of pretty papers, sometimes more than even there are fabrics. Now I wonder, just let me look at the positioning of this. Oh, I needed the fabric. That's what I was finding it too regular. That's what I needed. I needed my piece of fabric. I have to decide where I would like to put that. Will I put it there? Or I could slide this up a bit higher and put my fabric there. Even though it blends in, I quite like it. Yes, I think I'll put it there. So here I'm going to just put my, now this is I get asked this quite often too by newbies. This is a Giotto glue stick. It's Italian. It's indicated for also for fabric, and I find that it sticks very well. And now I don't know, I hope that it lasts the tests of time, but you know, if it were to come unstuck, well, you'd just glue it down again. That's how I see it. I'll put that there. I don't want it to line, maybe I'll put it over there like that. No, I think I'll put it over here. but I want to glue that down first. This one I'm going to glue down with PVA because it is coming around the corner, and we don't want it to, there's a bit of pressure on it to flip up, if you know what I mean. Just smush that around a bit so it's not too oozy. Okay. Also, the other thing, I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again because I have a few new people. When you're collaging, especially if you're just doing papers, don't start with little, I think I should stitch around that, little teeny tiny pieces, because you'll do your head in trying to cover your background with little teeny tiny pieces. Start with some big pieces, and then you can do like extra decorating with the smaller pieces. There you go. That's what I find works best for me anyway. I find if I start, and it does happen to me, like I've got my scrapbook, you know, my little scrap basket there, and I start pulling out all these little pieces that I like, and I start putting them down. I'm like, and then I just sort of start to feel I'm not getting anywhere. You really need to put your bigger pieces down first and then add your little pieces. And when in doubt, start with an old piece of book page that's been torn. That's what I like the best. And that'll get you going. Okay, so this is lovely. I think I'm deciding to put it over there a little bit, just off center. I didn't want it to be too centered. I like that now. So it's a very pretty background. I should get my little card if I can find it that Roberta sent me. I've got more. It's just I've got one pulled out and it's in the mess here. Oh, and that fellow, I don't know where I've put it, don't worry. We'll just, oh, here, it's right here in front of me. I'm sure you're all saying, ding dong, ding dong. There. Okay. Good. So that is my outside, and I think that's super pretty. I really do like that. And now what am I going to do? Well, let's see how long I've been. 37 minutes. Okay, well, let's see if I can get myself going and get the inside done. So this is the inside. Oh, it's getting a bit sticky here. Now, why is that? It wasn't sticky before. Now, any of you who saw my previous video how to make these, what I did was I stitched them there and I stitched them there, just across the two sides. Well, actually, I didn't even need to stitch it there, but I did just for good measure. And then these were two pockets. But this was a glue page from a Daphne's diary, and oh, that bucket list. And so it's a little bit sticky. So in that case, what I could do is I could just put some, book pages in there. I mean, these book pages are going places just so they don't get thrown out. But you could put it just there, but maybe not right to the edge. You don't want to go across there, and because you'll bulk it up too much. But I may decide not to. Well, no, I'd like to keep one pocket, I think. So yes, I may put a book page there, just where I feel it's sticky there. But I might close that one. I may close it. So in here, I need to do something, and I'm going to put a pocket. I'm going to put a pocket right across, I think. That I am. That's what I'm going to do. Oops, I just pulled my thing. So where are my folders? Now this is the other one from yesterday. I think what am I looking at? First of all, I want to put my pocket. Get a grip, Rachel. So I want to put a pocket, and I'm trying to find my laces. Big mess everywhere. Just a second, I'm going to have to take my microphone off. Here we go. Here's a bag of laces. Don't know if I've got anything that's appropriate in here. That's pretty. That one might be a bit pretty, but it is pretty, isn't it? Oh, look at that. This is super old. Anyone who gets this is lucky. Now, I never know which is the right side. And a lady once who does, this is not crochet, but I don't know what technique this is, but a lady who does that sort of thing, an Italian lady, actually she used to come and clean, and I didn't like having a cleaning lady. Am I mad? Totally mad. My husband was like, we can have a cleaning lady, and I'm like, well, I didn't like it. Do you know why? Because we're a bit messy, and my mother-in-law said to me, I'm going to put this in here. My mother-in-law said to me, if you're going to have a cleaning lady, you can't have stuff everywhere, because how is she going to clean? And so I find myself running around for like an hour before she came, tidying everything up. And also she was one of those people that she was a little bit invasive and commenting on things that she didn't need to, was none of her, like not her, she shouldn't have been commenting about. And it kind of irritated me. So we came to a mutual agreement that I didn't need to have a cleaning lady. Anyway, she once told me that I had, when I first started sewing, that I didn't know so well, that I had put my crocheted antique trim on backwards. I didn't, and I was like, oh, I didn't know there was a front and back. I feel like this is the front. I like that side more, but they've hemmed it that way, so I guess it's that way, which to me is more flat. I don't know, I better put it the right way. And she told me that, I said, doesn't really matter, does it? You can't really tell. I mean, some of them you can tell, and I can tell those, but this sort of thing I can't really tell that much. She's like, it's very rude to the person who made it to put it on backwards. So I always remember that. I'm always stressing that I'm putting it the right way, because I don't want to be, you know, disrespectful to who made it. Anyway, there you go. There's a bit of trivia for you. I'm a bit of a weirdo. Like when we put our kitchen in, I chose not to have a dishwasher, and I choose not to have a cleaner. I didn't like having a cleaner. I didn't feel comfortable. Like I knew I had to come in here and work, but I just didn't. I felt guilty having someone else doing the cleaning. So, and also if I wanted her to do anything sort of in cleaning, I had to sort of keep everything really in order before she came, and it was just too much. I mean, Italians are very good at cleaning, I must say. My mother-in-law, I've seen her mop the floor after the cleaning lady's been there, and I thought that is really, she's relaxed a bit more now in her older age, but I thought that was really funny, mopping the floor after the cleaning lady had just been there. That's funny. But I have an aversion to the dishwasher, also because I have a husband that helps me. When we have dinner, one washes and the other one dries, and literally there's only 3 of us, and we get it done so quickly. And to me, so that needs to be stitched down there. To me, that when you have a dishwasher, it's like an incomplete job to me. I can't relax because I know that I still have to unpack the dishwasher or whatever, you know, that sort of thing. And I don't know, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. So, and also my dad had a roster for the dishwasher when we were kids, and my sister Sarah never got on the roster because she was the youngest at the time. Then my younger brother came along, and so my older brother and I were always on the roster for the dishwasher, and I'd always have to do my brother's turn because he was the boss. He used to torment me, and so I just never wanted a dishwasher. There you go, there's a bit more information for you. So I'm a bit of a weirdo. No cleaning lady and no dishwasher. By personal choice. Absolute personal choice. But even if we have a dinner party, we just sort of, aren't these pretty? I think I'm going to put these here and here. I'm not sure, and I actually would like to tear them. Now, how am I going to do that? I don't want to mess them up, do I? Otherwise I'll have to go and print them again. So this I can tear with the tear ruler. Yes, so yes, when we have a dinner party, we sort of sum up the dinner party. Steffi washes and I dry, and we put everything away, and if he's finished washing, and then he helps me dry, and we sort of chat about the evening. So yeah. But you know, Italians didn't grow up with dishwashers, and so my mother-in-law, when she got her kitchen done, she got Steffi to design it, and a friend of ours, they made it, and she couldn't wait to put a dishwasher in. But you know what she does? She washes everything before she puts it in. It's so funny. I'm like, we make fun of her. We're like, you don't need to wash it. No, but it comes out so much better if you wash it. And she's right, but you might as well. I mean, there's not that many plates, so might as well just wash and dry them, and then you can sit down and it's all put away and done, and you don't have to get up and unpack it, which I hate. I really disliked unpacking the dishwasher. It's so pretty. And this one I'm just going to see. Hopefully I don't mess it up. And I know in Australia everybody has a dishwasher, and in the States everybody has a dishwasher, and can't live without them, but not everybody had them when I moved here, and I sort of got used to not having one, and I just didn't want one when it came time to make a choice. Isn't that funny? It's bizarre. So let's see. We could, you know what else could be nice is one of these lovely phrases would be nice as well. But anyway, I think I like these. I think I've decided on these. I think this is really, really, really lovely. So I'll glue those down. I'm going to use my PVA just to make sure they stick in there, because you'll be slipping things in the pocket in and out. And I'm just wondering, I might even stitch this whole thing. Just spread that over there to that corner, otherwise it won't get there. I'm just wondering whether I want to stitch it all closed today. I love the way that with the PVA, I mean, you guys, you have Fabri-Tac. I love the PVA, and at first I think I've mentioned it before, I had the same brand, and I saw there's some amazing bookmakers and album makers in Russia. Some ladies, there's lots of ladies even on YouTube from that sort of area, or the Ukraine, I'm not sure, that make beautiful, most amazing books, and they were using this Paytex brand, and they glue down even sort of metals. I got this glue that also glued metals, and but it really smells, but that one's really strong. I've still got it, like I use it if I need to glue something onto metal. But then I was watching Johanna in the early days before I was, I don't think I'd even sold a journal yet, and I was watching Johanna, and she said she swears by the PVA glue. That's all she uses pretty much. So yes, I've told you before, I have tried, maybe decided to change a cover or something, and I use PVA on the covers for everything, just because I feel like the glue stick is good, but if it's going, like, not so much with this journal, because this is like a mini journal sort of thing, so it's only going to have one little signature in there, and it would be probably more like something, well, you could take it in your handbag, but in that case you'd slip it in a little pouch. I think I wouldn't. Well, no, you could, because it'll all be, once it's all stitched up, it'll be fairly sturdy. But when I'm putting things on the cover of a journal, I always like to use the PVA glue, because I feel like it's very strong. And I have changed my mind before about a cover, and ripped things, and I've ripped the paper off the cover, like the book cover has come off, you know, the covering on the book cover, so it's very strong. Okay, so I like that. Now I do have this issue here where I felt there was a bit of stickiness going on, so I'm just trying to decide if I want to have a pocket here and a pocket here. I mean, it's kind of cool having a pocket there and a pocket there. So I could, it's really just this bit here that's a little bit sticky, so I guess I could just grab a couple of scraps. I was going to say straps. A couple of scraps, and then I'll just stick them down there, and that will solve my problem. That's a piece left over from the other kit. I could even just use this paper here. This is just regular paper. I'll just rip it and glue it down there, I think, and I'm just going to use my Giotto glue for that. It's strong enough. Oh, I've lacerated my glue again. I always lacerate the poor thing. Okay, so, oh, now I've got glue on that side. Well, that's not going to solve my problem, is it? But I'm going to get my wet one and wipe it off, so it won't be sticky. Okay, that should be all right. And then if I put another piece there, hopefully will solve my problem of it. I don't feel like there's no sticky bits there. There are a few sticky bits here though. See, look at that, it sticks to my finger. And if this has been literally sitting there for a month, so goodness knows why it's still sticky. I better get rid of that big glooby bit. Okay. I tell you what, the way I see the DigiKits, I know some people don't have printers, is I actually think they have alleviated a lot of stress for me, in the sense that, yes, I have my little shop around the corner. Actually, I haven't been there for a while. I should go and check it out, see if they've got anything new. Probably not. The thing about these, especially for me, that I live in a place where I don't have any sort of too many craft shops or anything that I can go to. I would have to buy all of my papers online. Can you imagine trying to keep up, and the outlay, because I would have to be, it was like with the fabrics, I always had to buy more to make the shipping worthwhile. And a lot of you balk at the shipping that you have to pay from me. I can guarantee that I pay, if I want fabric or something from the States, minimum, they charge me the flat rate pack price. So I have to fill it. And the flat rate, I don't know if it's gone up. I don't know, it's like, what is it, $24? Or that's the minimum, that's the smallest one. It used to be really economical. It used to be $12.95, and I could buy 8 yards of fabric in that $12.95, which was fabulous. But then I always felt like I had to fill it. So I was always outlaying, you know, largish amounts of money. So imagine if I had to buy papers that weigh even more. I just would never, and I'd be hoarding the paper, because I would never, I'd be thinking, oh, I have to wait, and then I have to wait 3 weeks for it to arrive and all that sort of thing. So what I want to say about the digital kits is, for someone like me that doesn't have access to a lot of sort of great papers. I mean, of course, yes, I can buy the Stamperia papers online here as well, and I do, but then the Italian website that I get them from, I have to buy up to a certain amount, and then I get free shipping, and then yes, that's worth it. So that's good. I'm going to stitch that down now. So yeah, shipping is a pain, but you know, if you want something, you have to pay it. That's all there is to it. That's all. We can't do anything about it. Can't be avoided. And you know, in my case, most things come from overseas, except for obviously the Stamperia paper. I'm just noticing it's not quite straight. So I think I'll turn this over. I'll stitch where the fold is first, just because that way, I think then I'll be better there. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Now, if you wanted to close it all, you just go around it all. Okay, so that's that. I'm not even going to backstitch. It's fine. I will backstitch down here though. I'm not backstitching there because there's a fold there. It's not going to open. And here, So I've got to be careful because this is slightly long, but I don't want to cut that off. I like that being longer. So I just got to make sure I start my stitching up high enough. And I am going to back stitch there because that could open. Back stitch there. Okay, love it. Now it's really coming together. And oh, I can't wait to see these with pages in them and everything. Okay, fun little project, fun, lovely little gifts. And I am going, even though I'm going to stitch my signature in there, I might just stitch this bit here for now. I'm just thinking about it. Yeah, depends how many pages I'm going to put in. I might decide to put in an amount that my sewing machine will accept. I want to just see how bulky it will be. I might decide to put in an amount that I can sew with my sewing machine, or I might not. If there's more, then I'll punch my holes with my Japanese screw punch. This thing, yeah. I bought that on Amazon. This is not actually a Japanese one. I think it's a German brand. I think I've linked it before, and it works really well. I had a wooden one before, but I don't think it was an original Japanese one. They're normally wooden, and so you've got to be careful about that. Apparently, I heard this, I learned about these from Marianne Moss from Dispatch from LA, and she said, be careful what you buy, because I bought a wooden one. I think it was the only option I had, and it was like €10 or something like that, but it fell apart. After about a few months of me using it, it fell apart. This one, touch wood, has been great. I've had it quite a long time now. It's very resistant and it works really well. And then inside they've got, if I can open it, I never open it, I never change it. Anyway, inside there's different sized holes. I must remember that. Sometimes I need a different size hole and I never use it. There you go. So, so we've created this little cover here. We've done that together. And I've done it kind of my style, like I would do the bigger ones. I mean, some of you have asked me to do the big ones. I don't do the big ones. Number one, I don't really do the big ones with everybody. That's crooked, doesn't matter. I might put a little bit of washi there or something. That I don't do the big ones because quite often they're, at the moment they're only, they're all, I need to put some glue under there. They're all custom orders, so I'm not going to do that on video because it's a surprise. I can't, show what I'm making when it's a custom order. And also, I'm not using any technique to make them, that there are more expert people out there showing how to do that. I think I watched tutorials by Vintage Ephemera Garden or Ephemera Vintage Garden to learn how to do the, the pamphlet stitch. And I tried a whole lot of techniques, as I've told you before I sort of found what I like doing. So that's the cover. That's going to have some pages in it. So I think I'll do the other ones, unless you ask me to do them on video. I'll do them off video, the covers. Also because I don't really know what I want to do. And then I'll prepare pages, because you don't want to see me cutting down papers. And I'll explain what I've chosen, and the papers will go in, and then we'll decorate the pages and make some tags and stuff. And we've got all of these in to play with as well, all of these yummy things with lots of bits and pieces of fabrics and papers. So I'll just show you up close. That's the cover, and that's the back. I feel like the back needs something else. Don't know, I'll have to have a think about that one. And then I did decide to do the pockets in there. Now you can see the Daphne's Diary. I could put some paper in there to cover that up, but I'm not too concerned. But I could stick like some of this in there or something, or book page. Maybe just at first glance you don't sort of see it. I can decide that afterwards anyway. So and then you've got the pocket there as well. And then that's the inside. Beautiful lace. Love that. And these designs are just yummy. So there we go. That's the project today. Look, we did an hour. So I will be back tomorrow, and I hope everybody's going to have a great weekend. I feel like today's kind of Saturday, but it's not. It's Friday, which is fabulous. That means there's more days. So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.